Hey, welcome back to another video. My name is Nathan, if this happens to be your first time seeing me, and I make videos that have to do with manifestation, metaphysics, happiness, and basically it's spiritual awareness stuff. So now my favorite thing lately has been astral traveling. I've been completely immersed in it and been spending all of my time diving deep into the astral realm, and I made it my mission a few weeks ago to explore all the different things I could possibly do there and get really good at it so I could make some videos and share some stuff with you guys. So in this video, what I want to talk about is how to make money astral traveling. I know that sounds absolutely ridiculous, but I'm telling you right now, this video has information in it that if you remain open and allow yourself to integrate it, I mean, not only is this mind-blowing, but it's absolutely life-changing. I went to sleep with $300 in my bank account, and I woke up with $1,800 in my bank account. So this is just seriously ridiculous, guys. Okay, so first things first, astral travel. If this is a new concept to you, if you aren't 100% sure what I'm talking about, I've got a whole list of videos tagged below describing what each video contains in it, and they all have to do with astral travel. So just make sure to keep that in mind. Sometimes I'll shout out some of those videos throughout this video, but I'm gonna do my best to have a link tree basically of all of the different information for you guys so you can take this further and begin in kind of the perfect direction. Now, I actually also have a giveaway in this video, so make sure to stay tuned. It's gonna be perfectly relevant to the astral travel topic and making money astral traveling. Okay, continuing on here. Now, astral travel started for me on accident. It basically just happened all of a sudden out of nowhere, and it totally blew my mind. And I continued to focus on it and continued to get to a point where now I'm literally able to astral travel quite honestly whenever I want to. And I don't even have to do it when I'm sleeping. I can do it in just a meditation position, for example. Now, from exploring and all the different things I've discovered, yes, there's a lot of fun things you can do. There's a lot of really cool stuff you can tap into and explore and adventure around. And I think that that's probably what draws a lot of people to the conversation of astral travel. But hands down, the most important and valuable thing that I have seen thus far that you could possibly do astral traveling, and the most significant thing about the experience, is the awareness that it gives you. Meaning, yes, you can fly around, you know? Yes, you can go and do all kinds of funny stuff. I've got a video tagged below of the top 5 weird things about astral travel tagged below for you. If you've seen it, you know why I'm giggling. There's all kinds of stuff you could do astral traveling, but the most profound effect that it's had in my life is the expanded awareness that I feel. Because when you're in the astral realm, you're quite literally in the same experience that you're in right now, but you're free from your body, and you are so much more light and free. And there's something about the way that you perceive the world around you where you can actually tap into the energy and move with it in a much more, I don't want to say understanding, but in a much more understanding kind of way of the world around you. So if you're curious about what astral travel is, I'll just briefly mention, it's basically your energy body leaves your physical body and is able to explore around the world, fly around and do stuff, and it's actually happening. It's not a dream. And I also have a video tagged below for you guys about astral travel that'll explain a little bit more what it is, and also talks about lucid dreaming and some tips on how you can do that too. As you can tell, I like these topics a lot right now. This is a great time to be subscribed to this channel if you are interested in astral travel, okay? And with the bell notification clicked. It's not gonna be random stuff, it's gonna be about astral travel right now. So anyways, the awareness, you know, when I've been exploring around in the astral realm, it's cool, it is. But there's something that I've noticed, which is highly relevant in this conversation about how to make money astral traveling, and it's energy pockets. I don't quite know what to call them, so I'm gonna call them energy pockets. Now, these energy pockets are quite literally like a living being. They are quite literally an energy entity, okay? Now, you, in your energy body, are able to fly around and move about the world freely and go visit all kinds of far places. But while you're moving around, you will find in the astral realm, let me know if you've experienced this too, that there are these energy pockets of these living energy beings that are so powerful that the energy literally affects you. So say I have the intention while I'm in the astral realm that I'm gonna fly over and help heal my dad's back pain. Okay, this is a true story that I'm sharing of an experience that I just had 2 nights ago. I chose to go fly over to basically go to my dad and help to heal his back pain. I'm working on a video right now too about how you can heal people in the astral realm. And on the way, I had this clear intention, but I passed through a pocket of energy, which was this basically living entity organism kind of thing. And it was so powerful that it instantly shifted all kinds of feelings that I was experiencing. And I ended up getting confused and my intention shifted and I completely forgot about my original goal. Now, since then, I've spent the last other nights, right, just exploring around and interacting with all of these energy entities. And this is where the conversation of how to make money in astral traveling comes in. These energy beings are quite literally alive, but they're not just in the astral realm. They're in our day-to-day lives right now, right here, all around us. I'm telling you, I'm freaking telling you guys, okay? This is not an imaginative thing. There are literally energy beings all around us. Now, these energy beings, even in the physical, are influencing us in ridiculous amounts of ways. They are influencing us to cause us sometimes to feel anxiety, to sometimes feel safe, and feel all other sorts of things. They're influencing us with their energy. Now, this is happening in the astral realm, but it's much easier to be aware of it because your physical body, it seems to be heavier. For example, manifestation, when we're talking about the concept of making money, right? This is a manifestation concept as well. When we're talking about manifestation, you can set your intention on something, and you hold that frame in a certain kind of energetic position, and eventually it catches up and is your reality, right? But the physical material takes a while to catch up to the intention that you've set. So these energy beings, whether it's their purpose or not, okay? I'm just telling you like it is. I'm not gonna say they're bad or evil or good or anything. They just are. It's actually very neutral in the astral realm, aside from these energy beings that come in and influence you. So the thing about them is that they're influencing us in both here and the astral realm. Now, these energy beings, say you've set your intention on, I'm gonna be a famous YouTuber, okay? I'm gonna be a YouTuber with tons of subscribers, and I'm gonna have lots of amazing information that really helps people to adventure into different aspects of their life and free themselves, right? Maybe this is my intention. Now, I can hold that intention and know in my heart and mind that this is exactly what I want. But there are these energy beings all around us that we are not aware of, that are literally influencing you and kind of creating all this confusion, and it knocks you off course. Now, I'm not trying to scare anybody or say anything that's like really scary. I'm telling you, this is an empowering video. This is not meant to freak anybody out or have you be all concerned and stuff. And I'll explain why that will be more detrimental in your relationship with the energy beings in a moment. So these energy beings, to me, from my exploration in the astral travel, they seem to be a collection of actually our thoughts. Now, this is something that's kind of challenging to explain, but I'll do my best. Say I have a belief that this rock is going to make me able to fly. Now, if somebody else comes along and they have that same belief that this rock is going to help them to fly, that thought energy starts to accumulate and creates an even more powerful energetic entity. Now, if we get hundreds of thousands of people following along and believing this too, and really believing it, what we're doing is we're feeding our energy to this energy being. The energy being is literally created from all of us, right? It's like an extension of us. It's our own experience. So when you have a whole bunch of people believing in one specific thing, for example, like let's go ahead and say you have a whole bunch of people believing that a war is coming, what ends up happening is all of these thoughts go up and they create this energetic pocket of this living-like organism that has such a bigger power to it that it almost has this vortex effect that it's able to suck other people in. Now, it seems to me from my experience in the astral realm that the only thing these energy beings are interested in, whether they're good or bad, right, this doesn't exist, is neutral. The only thing they're interested in is consuming your energy. They want you to feed your energy to them. Now, again, I know this sounds scary, but bear with me. For anybody that's been with my channel for a while, you know I don't just like lay down really like messed up stuff to put everybody in fear. This is not a fear thing. Again, this is what I'm saying is the most powerful thing about astral travel. It's the awareness that it has given me. So these energy beings are able to start influencing us. Now, they influence your thought frequency, and kind of cause you to start feeling certain things that will cause you to fall in line, and without even knowing it, you're feeding your energy to the energy being. Now, what I've found is that if I'm feeling tired, if I'm feeling depressed, if I'm feeling anxious, if I'm feeling fear, basically if I'm feeling anything at all other than neutral, literally, not even good, okay? If I feel anything other than neutral, what is happening is I'm literally feeding my energy to an energy being. Now, one of the things that these energy beings do is they literally shoot you a little bit of their energy and give you kind of this zingy feeling. Might feel like energy going up your spine sometimes, if it's a good energy being. And when I say good, meaning that the energy being actually lends itself to what you want to experience in your life. That's what I mean, right? A detrimental energy being would be one that steals your energy and pushes your life in a direction that isn't where you want it to go. Good would be that it works in your favor, right? This is how we can differentiate this ourselves. I know you might be wondering, when are we going to be talking about how to make money in the astral realm? Don't worry, I got you guys. I'm telling you, this video is definitely one to stick to, especially if you're already feeling interested. So what ends up happening is they can start to steer you in certain directions, right? So what has helped me that I've learned is that these energy beings are not something to fear. Because if you fear one of them, or if you try to avoid it in the astral realm and in our physical realm, what you're actually doing is you're resonating your thought frequency with that energy being, okay? You're literally resonating with that thought frequency being, or your thought frequencies resonate with it, and it sucks you into its vortex, okay? So avoidance and being afraid is actually causing you to feed the energy being more than other people who are just going along with it and don't even realize it, right? So we don't want to avoid them. We don't want to be afraid. It's very simple. What you do is you just don't pay any attention to them, okay? These energy beings are influencing us all the time. So if you start feeling like you've got your intention, you've got your goal set on something, right? Let's go ahead and say, we'll just use my example. I'm going to grow my YouTube channel, okay? I'm going to grow my YouTube channel. This is who I am. This is what I'm doing. This is my intention. If you start feeling energy pulling you off that course, if you start feeling confused, a little sick, a little out of it, like drained, right? A little bit exhausted, and you can't figure out why, understand that you are under the influence of an energy being that is feeding on you. Now, what has this happening is that you are feeding into the basically paradigm that it's creating in your reality, trying to fear you into thinking maybe you're not good enough, for example, right? Now, again, these energy beings aren't trying to mess up our lives. They're literally completely neutral. They have one existence purpose so far as I can tell, and it's just simply to grow larger and expand. Guess what? That's what we're doing too on this level. It's what all of nature around us is doing. So they're the same thing. All they want to do is expand and feed on energy, right? This is like a whole other layer to our reality that's taking place, guys. So it's very intense. If you guys have any questions about this, please put them below. I could totally make a whole other video about this where I just specifically talk about them, but the main focus is not the energy beings. Now again, don't be afraid of them. You might be asking yourself, what do I do if I feel the influence and I feel like I'm feeding my energy to one? It's very simple. You've already done it. You have the awareness of it. You're aware of it, and you simply choose to continue walking your course. I might feel an energy being pulling me more into feeding energy to a war, for example. I might feel an energy being feeding on my energy, pulling me into, oh, I'm worried if my relationship's gonna work out. I might feel it pulling me into, I just wanna sit on the couch and watch movies for a few weeks straight now. There's all different layers to this, guys. But when you feel that, have the awareness, it's just an energy being that's kind of sucking me into this collective vortex, right? And then you simply shift your attention and maintain your course. It is literally that simple, okay? Now, the reason that this is how you make money in the astral realm and why this is relevant in this video is because when you are going out of your way to make money, right? A lot of times what ends up happening is we're feeding all these energy beings along the way. Because there is literally an energy being that I would call the money energy being, okay? The money energy being feeds on people's energy who allow their thought frequency to resonate with it. Basically, if you focus on these things that are relevant to it, you're therefore feeding your energy into it. And this is exactly what it's like in the astral realm, guys. There is mind-blowing stuff going on there. Again, please don't be afraid. It's not scary. It's neutral, okay? I'm telling you, it's neutral. Now, these energy beings, this specific one, the money energy being, they want to feed on your energy. So the way that this works is when you're feeling anxious, right, that you might not be able to get enough money, when you're feeling a sense of lack, when you're feeling like you're going to get the money, what's happening is that going to get the money, that work that you're doing, is indirectly feeding the energy being. Now, eventually, what ends up happening in the astral realm and in our physical realm, it's the same thing, it's just that material in the physical moves a lot slower. So it's a lot easier to experience instant manifestation in the astral realm. Make sure to subscribe below if you want to know a whole video all about how to manifest anything in the astral realm. I'm making that video right now, so click that bell notification so you don't miss it. This is some good stuff, guys. What ends up happening is the energy that you're feeding it, eventually you will probably end up making the money that you're going for, right? The material will slowly catch up. But there's a much easier path to the money, literally instantly. I'm not kidding. Instantly. There's a much simpler path. You can feed the energy being, and what they'll do to kind of keep you feeding them is they'll throw you little gifts here and there, right? Little manifestations, a little bit of what you want. Again, some energy. A lot of us explain like, oh, this totally resonates with me. Not trying to freak anybody out or knock them off their belief systems. This is just one guy's experience I'm explaining, okay? But to me, that feeling of resonance when something kind of is like, whoa, that resonates. Guess what? You just have aligned with an energy being that is feeding you some energy as kind of like a hook, like, hey, stay on this hook, keep feeding me. Now, again, do not be afraid, okay? None of it's bad. Actually, you cannot live your life without being influenced and working basically with these energy beings. The awareness will simply help you to not align with ones that are literally destructive, okay? You can align purposefully with ones that will actually help you with what you're trying to do. You can spend energy feeding an energy being that will inevitably help you to get to your goal. It's pretty much how we're all living our lives without even realizing it. But the thing is that the amount of energy that you feed to these energy beings, when you allow your thoughts to resonate with it so heavily, they give you some energy back, but it is minuscule in the amount that you are giving them. So it's very simple. The instant way that you can make money in the astral realm is the awareness that the astral realm gives you. In this sense, there's all these different paths to get the money that you're trying to make, right? But when you're trying to make the money, you're feeding the energy away, therefore causing it to be slower. You might experience more like obstacles and things like this. But there's something that's called the path of least resistance. And it's where you just go with the flow of things. And this is what the astral realm has taught me about how to make the instant money and how to manifest anything, really, is to just go with the flow. Not going with the flow of the energy beings, because if you just sit back like a dead fish, they're just gonna feed on you your whole life, trust me. I've seen this happening, I see it happening to people. I'm flying around in the astral realm and I've seen like multiple of my friends and stuff that have like 20 different energy beings just sitting there sucking them dry. And it's like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. And I've been interacting with the ones that I've been feeding, so it's just very interesting stuff. I'm trying not to ramble in too many different directions because I think this topic is better split into multiple videos, right? Oh my gosh. Some of the things I share on YouTube blow my mind. It's going on the path of least resistance, because when you struggle or when you come up with in your head a certain way this is the way that I'm gonna make the money, right? This is all the stuff that I'm gonna do. You're feeding the energy beings without realizing, and it's hard to explain, but I'm just sharing this for the sake of it, okay? It's hard to explain, but when you're doing that, you're feeding your energy to them. If you stay completely neutral, and when these anxieties and things come up, when things start distracting you, realize it's an energy being, say, no thank you. Nothing can come at you without you allowing it to, okay? That's the thing. They kind of trick you into getting in this loop, okay? They trick you. But you are ultimately the one who accepts it and says, okay, yes, I'll feed my energy. So you simply have the awareness, oh, an energy being's coming in and tickling my peach right now. And then you simply say, no thank you, and reshift your focus on your intention. Now, here's what you do with your intention of making the money, okay? You basically envision, yes, this is me with the money. Feel yourself already in possession of it, and then what you do is very simple. Walk towards it, okay? Walk towards it without thinking about it at all. Don't think, act. Walk towards the money. I'm telling you right now, if you do this and expend the least amount of energy possible by taking the easiest path to it, I know that sounds strange, but if you take the easiest path, then you're going the path of least resistance. You're not trying to create all these problems or different routes for yourself. You're simply in a stream that's just floating you straight to it. You hold the intention, the universe 100% is taking you there. I swear to you guys, it really is that easy. You sit back, you let the flow happen, you keep the awareness that these energy beings are coming in and kind of shifting your intention off of them. Keep the intention on what you have, and it will literally be there. Okay, now the number one most important thing to share about making money in the astral realm is that when you go in the astral realm, you can see the kind of energy beings that you're feeding, and it helps to increase your awareness. Now, when you're in this space, what you do is you literally tell yourself, while you're astral traveling, I'm bringing this back with me. That's how you do it. When you experience these kind of upgrades of awareness and things in the astral realm, you simply choose consciously, is how it's been working for me. You choose consciously, I'm going to bring this awareness back with me. I'm not leaving this behind. Because a lot of the things that happen in astral travel, to be honest, I forget them, and what it seems like to me is that my mind is not capable of holding on to some of the experiences that I've had. Like, it just can't process it, so it just says, okay, we'll store that in the I don't know what the fuck just happened file in your brain. So what you do is you just choose to bring it back with you. Now you might be saying, what's the way to do it? What's the real way to do it? And I realize this video is kind of all over the place. And I apologize for that. But I'll say this very simply. Stop feeding the energy beings that drain you. Keep your focus on what it is you're walking towards and walk towards it without thinking about it. The thinking about it is attributing your thought frequency to the energy being that has built itself around what you're walking towards and will feed on your energy. Don't think about what you're going towards. Just do it. Exactly like this. Are you ready for this? Do it with me. This is gonna change everything for you. I'm telling you right now. Raise your hand in the air. Notice how it just does that. That energy of you choosing right now to raise your hand, you feel that? It's not action, it's not thought, it's intention that is allowing you to raise your hand. It's intention. Intention's hard to explain, but feel into that energy of what that is, you raising your hand, and it's the same thing. How do you get the money? Just get it. How do you raise your hand in the air? Just raise your hand. You don't gotta be feeding all these different processes along the way. You can if you want, but it's gonna be a much bigger struggle. Now, the number one way to have it instantly happen, and how I literally woke up with all of this money, I'm telling you right now, this is mind-blowing. I realize a lot of people won't believe me. I really don't care. I'm making the video anyways. It's very simple. If your heart and your mind have the same intention, it's instant. It is quite literally teleportation. Your mind and your heart have to have the same intention. How do you do this? From my experience in the astral realm, our thoughts are generally what is fueling and feeding the energy beings, while our heart generally has a feeling of what we want to go towards. But the more your mind starts spinning and thinking about things, the more likely it is that your heart will start feeling anxious. You see what I'm saying? When your mind is anxious and then your heart follows along, now you are literally losing your life to an energy being, in the sense that you have now just taken yourself off the easiest path and have put yourself as basically a slave to the energy being. Think about that. The energy being tricks you with thought frequency. If you continue feeding it that same frequency, your heart always aligns after you think about it for long enough, and it puts you in that motion. So it's very simple. Keep your thought frequency focused on what it is that you want, but don't want it, because this is the feeling of the heart putting out that it doesn't have it. Therefore, they're not aligned. Your thought and your heart aren't aligned, so it doesn't happen in the same way that it could be instantaneous. I hope this makes sense. I realize this probably sounds all nutso and stuff, but it's okay with me. And it's really that simple. Keep your thoughts focused on what it is that you want, and then feel it with your heart too. You have to have them both completely aligned for it to be instant. And it's mind-blowing. And it's not the easiest thing to do. I've done this only once now with that experience, and I've been trying to do it again in different ways, but here's something else I found. Trying to do it again is feeding the energy being, and it's unaligning, and it's taking me out of alignment with that. So don't try so hard, okay? Don't try hard, because you're literally feeding the energy beings without realizing it when you're doing that. Don't try at all. Just be it. Just do it. And I realize this sounds so speculative and broad, but it is so simple and so hilarious. Just raise your hand. It's literally that simple. All of the struggle and stuff, we've just been projecting it and hallucinating it. The energy beings, guess what, guys? On an even higher level than the astral realm, it's you. It's all you. It's always been you. And it's awesome. Now, here's a way that I've found that you can actually align your mind with your heart. Now, this is from my own personal experience, okay? And here's the giveaway coming in too. The way that you align your mind and your heart is not always the easiest thing, especially with all the chaos of the energy beings and different things and all the energies that are taking place in all the realms that we might not realize. We lack the awareness, therefore we are slaves to the things that we are unaware of. It's very simple. A way that I found that works for me to align both the thought frequency and the heart is very simple, and it's hilarious, I know, guys, but it's crystals. That's what works for me. Here's the thing about a crystal, okay? I can't 100% tell you guys how it works. I'm sure there's all kinds of different layers to how crystal power works and why it doesn't work for some people. And we can all speculate and think about it, but guess what? That's gonna be feeding energy beings and stepping off the path of just being your most powerful self right now, right? So here's my experience. The crystal, when I wear it, this is a Libyan desert glass ring that my partner and I made together. And this one is awesome because two things happen. It radiates an energy to my heart. The energy of Libyan desert glass is success, financial wealth, abundance. It is an excess of sex energy. It is grounding. It is bringing from the higher energies your intention into the earth and manifesting it in your actual physical reality. This is exactly how it works for me. It will always be one of the most powerful crystals to me, and it just works so well. The energy is so potent. I've got a whole bunch of videos about Libyan desert glass tagged below. If you haven't seen those before, I recommend you check it out. Now this energy, I feel it in my heart, and simultaneously, guess what? My brain, my mind is constantly seeing my Libyan desert glass ring throughout the day. It constantly remembers that I have this on me, and I say to myself, I'm manifesting right now, right? I'm about to get this money. I'm about to get this goal, right? So my heart feels the energy and aligns with that feeling, while my mind continuously is basically having this powerful symbol as well as the energy it radiates, constantly reminding me and realigning me with the same thing. Now, when they're both simultaneously in the same place, this is literally when you are walking on water. It is really that simple. I have faith in it, you know, and it just works. So the one that you're looking at on the screen right now is actually one that I'm giving away in this video because I just really felt like you deserve it. You know what I'm saying? So this one is a giveaway. For anybody else that's interested, I have a whole bunch of these that my partner and I made. They're tagged below, and I'm really grateful to all my friends that are keeping up right now with all the astral travel videos and stuff. So I'm gonna leave a discount on there for you guys on my Etsy for the next 24 hours from the post of this video. To just kind of give you guys a, thank you for being here and supporting the content. I really appreciate it. Now you might be saying, how do I get the giveaway one? And it's very simple. All you gotta do is just like this video, go below and drop a comment and let me know, what do you think about this concept, and or have you ever had any experiences that are kind of similar to this or even contradict it? I love seeing stuff like that. Now, it's actually a robot algorithm that's going to pick the winner, guys, so make sure you do that thumbs up and comment below. That's what the algorithm's looking for, and I will respond to your comment a week from today and let you know that you are the winner. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thanks so much for being interested in expanding your awareness. You know, there's something that I've been realizing lately, and the more I pour myself into something, kind of the further away it gets from me. And I've been experiencing all these different energy beings and stuff, and it's all kind of like coming together and clicking. And I'm just mind blown at how much energy I've wasted in my life. How many things and obstacles I've created for myself when it was literally as simple as just putting my hand in the air, you know? So anyways, I've got a whole lot of astral travel videos coming out. I love you guys, and hey, maybe I'll catch you in the astral realm. For those of you that can astral travel, like actually, comment below and let me know. I was thinking it would be cool if I actually scheduled an event in the astral realm so we could all go to a specific place and hang out in the astral. Let me know if that sounds interesting to you. I think it would be totally killer. You ever heard of someone scheduling an event in an astral realm? Okay, much love to you guys, and I'll see you soon for the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and let me know what you thought about this below. Okay, bye.